The Red vs. Blue universe is jam-packed with all sorts of different characters. I'm here to give you the history of these characters. Welcome everybody, my name is EruptionFang, and today we are going to be talking about everyone's favorite bear hugger who likes to be called Daddy, Agent Florida. Agent Florida, or his real name Butch Flowers, can be traced back only as far as Project Freelancer. At some point in his life, he joined the program and maintained a very silent presence. His first appearance with the group is in the episode Planning the Heist, as he watches on as Carolina orchestrates the whole game plan. Despite being in the room, however, he is never assigned with either group or given a mission, which makes it even more confusing when he appears inside of the Pelican with the other agents that were sent out. Secret mission, maybe? Anyway, the next time he is spotted is once CT's alliance is found out. When the other Freelancer soldiers are sent after her, both he and Wyoming are seen acting as recon. The two go ahead of everyone in an attempt to stop CT and the insurrectionist leader. However, Flowers is spotted out and struck by a tomahawk just as the rest of the agents arrive. Luckily, the wound was only to the shoulder, and so he stands up, rips out the tomahawk like a total badass, and makes an admirable but not good enough throw towards Chain Guy and Chain Girl. While taking cover from the hailstorm of bullets, Flowers fires his weapon at a nearby crane arm, causing it to collapse, crushing the two gunners. After the mission, it is unknown where Flowers went or what became of him, as during Texas's assault to liberate the Alpha, Florida is not seen during these events. Following the aftermath and subsequent failure of Texas's plan, the director finds it necessary to hide the Alpha where no one would find him, but they would need someone that could be trusted to watch over him. And so, the counselor recommends Flowers for the position, which he happily accepts. The counselor then goes on to delete any and all records of him to cover their tracks. In preparation for his transfer to Gulch, he oversees a Red Army boot camp where he hand-selects 3 individuals he believes would be the perfect fit for his task. These 3 would be Griff, Simmons, and Sarge. He also picks out Private Tucker to join his team at some point as well. What makes this interesting is that in season 15, when we meet the Blues and the Reds, the show makes it seem as though the director was the one who saw these soldiers and came up with the idea to use similar sim troopers. But here it makes it out as though Flowers picked the worst of the bunch presented. It could be possible that the director told Flowers all about the Blues and the Reds and the personalities he needed to go out and find. As the final and most important step to Flowers' mission, he implants the Alpha into a host by the name of Private Jimmy, thus allowing him full control over his body, though residual memories would linger as Church believes them to be his own. An AI is also placed in the canyon with Flowers named Vic. He is used to relay information and progress over to the director. Vic goes on to inform Flowers that if he were to die, another Freelancer would be sent to take his place. However, an accidental trip over Vic's power cord causes him to go on the fritz. His personality changes and the list of Freelancers are swapped with a list of sim troopers. Anyway, as time passes in Gulch and Flowers continues to keep everyone on a wild goose chase, he unexpectedly dies from what Church and Tucker believe to have been a heart attack while he was asleep. While the show later goes on to have you believe it was Church from the future who gave him aspirin causing him to die, that was later retconned to having been a simulation. So everyone's best guess at this moment is just a normal heart attack. Tucker then goes on to steal his armor for his own. This wouldn't be the end of Agent Florida, however. O'Malley inhabits his body, possessing him for his own plan to steal Tucker's kid. Though when no longer needed, it leaves Flowers in a weakened but still alive state. Doc proceeds to nurse him back to fighting health. It is here that Tucker informs him of all of the shenanigans going on, and so Flowers presumably attempts to continue his mission of leading everyone astray. In theory, he would attempt to assist and help Gamma, as Tex would later go on to do, as he still is loyal to Project Freelancer and their goal of ending the Great War. All that's happening is that Tucker's kid is being stolen. So, as long as Church remains in the canyon, it's a win-win. Though this doesn't last very long, as Florida is killed once more from a future version of Tucker. This one did happen. At least for now. Thus putting a second conclusion on old Cappy. Some other fun facts about Flowers is that he preferred to tell time based on the 4 seasons of the year.
This quote-unquote war will be a stalemate for quite some time. Maybe up to 14 seasons if we're lucky.
I'm sorry, sir?
Oh, I prefer to think of the passage of time in terms of the 4 seasons, as opposed to the standard Gregorian calendar.
He was also a fan of the Bare Naked Ladies, which, just in case you didn't know, Flowers is voiced by Ed Robertson, the lead singer of said band.
Agent Florida downloaded his entire music library to my hard drives for kicking the aspirin-filled bucket. Dude was really big into Bare Naked Ladies.
It is uncertain why the director placed so much faith and trust into Agent Florida. His on-camera roles seem to be minor, more often than not being placed on the sidelines. His frequent disappearances raise some interesting questions. Was the director in fact using him just on more discreet assignments? Or did he just like to work from the shadows? He is one of the few agents who stuck with Project Freelancer after its fall, and in the end, it just seems that he was always ready for duty. Anyway, so that was the history and story of Agent Florida. If there's any other characters you'd like me to cover, then be sure to let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.